It ain't gonna play. So I don't know why it's gonna play. Go ahead.
What's up, y'all? You already know, man. It's the ChiCity Cypher Podcast, Ep.3. Check this shit out right here. You gotta turn it up. To the right, from the front to the motherfucking makes a motherfucking noise.
What you born with a party that month? I shine like the sun, ready to have fun and not one, not on the run. Sweet like a honey bun, not going out. I know you want some punch with some rum. Opposite of dough, straight from the slums. That chance, not no bum, rum. Everything I read that I see, I'll be brightly in the mood to groove, and I feel in the mood to move. Culture and root sound to the masses. Get your butt time to shake your asses. Watch as the gun that passes. Sounds and speakers blasting. Rhythm that hit them and get them to lift them. I am one with the sun gifted. Ice cold red and green split and lifted.
Oh, my bad. I accidentally turned it off, but hey, we're in the building.
Shit, fast forward it. Let's keep it. Let's. All right, man. So, welcome back. This is the third episode of the ChiCity Cypher Podcast. This is not the Cypher. So, for those tuning in, man, thank you for following us in this new endeavor that we got going on. Y'all could watch us on multiple streams, man. For those that's watching, it might be some people watching from Heat Detector's page. It might be some people watching on YouTube. A shout out to all of our subscribers. We're at 1,200 right now, so shout out to all 1,200 subscribers. Or you're watching on my Facebook page. Make sure to follow us, man. Do it right now or do it after the show, but go on Instagram, go on Facebook, hit the follow, hit the notifications, all of that on Instagram and Facebook, and then go on YouTube too, so you could, you know what I'm saying, be in tune with all the newest ciphers that's dropping. Hit the notification bell, you know what I'm saying, and we got all types of new stuff dropping. So as y'all already know, man, y'all heard that song that y'all heard at the beginning of the show. That was The Sunlight Is Shining Through My Peephole by none other than Queen Zenobia. And y'all already know who we got in the building. Let's show some love for Queen, y'all.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I appreciate being here. Hey, y'all. ChiCity Cypher in the building.
Yeah, man. Much love to you, Queen Z. So, for those that don't know, Queen Zenobia, she's been on the ChiCity Cypher a bunch of times, man. She's probably like literally the one that's got the most ChiCity Cypher appearances besides like guys on the team and us like that. But she's been in it, and she wrote it in one of the songs, and it's one of my favorite bars too. She goes, "Because I've been on 3 and 8 and 18." I don't know which Cypher that was.
Mike Rock was time for Wasted.
But she's been on 3, 8, 18, 22, 26, 32 and 36, which has not dropped yet, but y'all could stay on the page, hit the notifications. Shout out to DJ's Vito in the motherfucking comments, man. Shout out to everybody that stays tuning in with us, rocking. You already know DJ's Vito, official ChiCity Cypher DJ. So Z, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about, for those that don't know, like, you know, one thing I was wondering about you, we've known each other for many years, but I've never, where does your name come from and what does it mean?
She was an actual queen of the Ivory Coast in Africa from like 214 AD to like 270 AD. She got her rulership when her husband passed away after being in office for like 2 years. Basically, and then she taught in the schools, fought in the wars. She was like, you know, a woman with multiple hats and multiple jobs, and she successfully ran 60 years after her husband died. And so I take that her name to be a woman of power. So that's where her name comes from. My name comes from Queen Zenobia.
Dope,
Nice.
very dope, very dope. So let's talk about like because I said I would be bringing ChiCity Cypher alumni MCs onto the podcast, and I think it's more of opportunity for the people that watch them that may know the MCs to really kind of get to know them more. So how did you start making music? What influenced you to become an MC?
Well, I've always been a writer. I've been writing stories since I could write. I remember being 7 or 8 years old, and I would have a teacher like proofread this for me. She came to me one day and was like, Miss Spencer, you writing too many stories. I can't read your stuff. You writing too much. So then I was like, oh no, I gotta write more. So I started writing more. It was around about the teenage years, and I'm like, oh, rap. Okay, I had some poetry, and I was like, oh, I could rap. Oh, poetry is rap. Oh, and then I just started rapping around about 15.
Okay, dope. And you've been rapping ever since.
Absolutely.
I want to take this second to acknowledge the Unwrap Studios and Heat Detector for hosting us, the ChiCity Cypher, in our podcast weekly, man. So much love to you, Heat. He's also Heat Detector. You already know is the resident producer on ChiCity Cypher. So let's get the motherfucking claps going for this man right here. Real talk, man.
I'm not just hosting the space, man. I'm part of the team.
No, definitely, man. But shout out to the Unwrap Studios here for showing us love always. Z, how long have we known each other? We were talking about this in the car on the way over here.
I might have met you like maybe a year before you started ChiCity Cypher.
And you actually said to me, we were at your house for your birthday party, and you go, man, you know what? You were one of my youngest friends at the party, and I thought for a minute, oh man, I was the youngest, and you're like, no, like my newest friends, and I'm like, oh shit, and I felt kind of like, all right, so everybody know her longer than me, but actually I wasn't because after Heat showed up.
Oh yeah, that's my new best friend.
Okay, so okay, I'm glad we.
Yeah.
At least I'm not being forgotten this time.
Oh, yes, we're not forget. Yeah. We never
just
minus
my birthday Friday. Yeah.
So all right. So then you kept making music throughout the years. You developed your craft. How many like projects or albums do you have out?
Right now I have 2 albums out. Okay. I got my first album, African Hustle, and I got my second project, The Sunlight is Shining Through My Peephole. And I'm working on my third album, which is called Two Tone Zone. It's gonna be a combination of hip hop over reggae hinting track type of thing. You gotta see it. I'm gonna put you in a 2-tone zone. You
gotta see it, and I've heard some of the tracks too. Very dope. If y'all want to get up with Zenobia and pick up The Sunlight is Shining Through My Peephole, she's got the cameras over here.
That's right. I got CDs.
She got the CD. So
don't give them all the juice right now.
No. I'm telling them because we gotta plug this. She talking.
I know.
We talking about projects.
I'm saying you can't give them all the juice right now. We just started.
But I want to make sure for those that might tune off, you never know. People doing stuff. Make sure to pick up the project. Make sure to pick up that project.
Just a little. You know what I'm saying? A little taste.
Well, we got a lot to talk about. So you've been on 3 and 8 and 18 and 22 and 26 and 32 and 36, and so. I would say you've been.
I gotta say 25, but don't worry, y'all. 25 ain't out there, but I was on 25 too.
25 is out.
No, it's not. We're gonna talk about it later. Keep talking.
I think she's talking about the missing cipher, but we'll talk about that. So you've been on all these ciphers. How did you first hear about ChiCity Cypher?
Who are you? Sub T, baby. I think you invited me out. And I came. I was on that episode with Shadow Master and Mr. Misfits and a few other people. It was a lot of people on that. That was back in the day when it was more than, I don't know, it was like 20 MCs that time.
So
that's how I found out about it. And I just keep it going. When I see something good, it's good and it's going. It's an avenue for city MCs to share their verses and their experiences with the world. That's what I'm down with.
Dope. That's what's up. Which one of those performances would you say is your favorite, or
Oh, I mean, I thought about that and I said you was gonna pressure me. I like 8, the all women cipher. I would have to say that's my whole favorite one.
Yeah, I told
8, and then I think it was like 8 MCs on there too.
It was a couple. We had that one had we had a poet on that one.
Absolutely.
And she was like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to get on it because I'm just a poet." And I'm like, "Man, just do your poetry like a little bit faster to the beat." And she came up there and she did her thing. But that cipher was special because it was the first time we had ever did a Women's History Month cipher. And you had like your niece on there.
Yeah, I had my goddaughter with me.
Yeah, that was
fun.
That was definitely a dope
Absolutely.
experience.
Yeah. J-Ma was there too.
So what do you do to like prepare for a cipher? Do you like, are you writing like specifically like you thinking about the MCs that's gonna be there, or do you just kind of, what's your process
best
when
thing
you're
about
writing?
the cipher, I just write whatever I'm feeling to whatever the track is. You're like, oh, this track feel this way. Okay, this is how I feel.
Okay,
Kind of that's how I go. Yeah.
Bet. Do you think? Would you say that you write in like maybe historical moments or things that are happening in the community within your bars?
That, yeah, I remember when we did that cipher during COVID and the mask, and I had to write about that. So I will write about the news and the politics that's going on at the time. You know. So
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Like, you've been on the cipher a gazillion times.
The most, probably.
Yeah, probably the most, right? Yeah. Like Jadakiss on Drink Champs. He's been on there more than anybody. But my question is, how with that exposure on ChiCity Cypher, has that affected like positively your movement or any things that you do? Yeah, absolutely. Like maybe a couple years ago when I was going to Oakland, I was able to share the cipher with some people because it was playing on some streaming services. I can't remember right now, but it was like, oh yeah, you on the internet? Yeah, go ahead, click right here. Boom, ChiCity Cypher. Okay, cool. And so it opened up some doors, more opportunities. Was able to open up for group hieroglyphics. Nice.
With my group back in the day. Shout out to back in the days. Awesome AC Wolf and Mike Specs. And just different little things like that. So yes, ChiCity Cypher has been definitely a benefit, you know.
Right.
And I only got 2 albums out there, so I got more songs with ChiCity Cypher than I got albums.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Check out, and you know what, I've been thinking about doing like a compilation where I go and pull like the people who've been on the most, at least like 5 or more ciphers, right, which is just a small amount of people, and of course excluding like the guys from the team because we always have the opportunity to be on the cipher.
Makes sense.
When are you gonna be on the cipher?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I don't rap.
We've had this conversation. You're MC or not?
Depends on who's listening.
I don't know what I heard a couple of days ago, but I thought I heard you rapping.
Oh yeah, man, I might have said a couple of bars or two. I might be known for a little bit.
If y'all want to hear Heat Detector rap, man, y'all go in the comments and y'all say Heat Detector rap. But speaking of the comments, man, shout out to the homie, Most Definite Man in the building. He said, "What's up, y'all?" Hey, shout out to Intel Music. Yes, much love, much love. So what we've been trying to do for the last 2 episodes is watch some ciphers.
Wait, hold on. Before
backdoor words, right?
Right. But before we do that, let's just say we apologize for the last few episodes, but we're pulling it together. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're pulling it together.
Definitely.
It's gonna get better. It will be better. And you know, just stay tuned.
For sure, man.
When ChiCity Cypher first started, and now I'm on number 3 of the first podcast.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, let's get some motherfucking
shout out to that, man. So but today, so you know, so part of the goal with like the show with this podcast was to pretty much watch a ChiCity Cypher, do some reacting to the MCs. And then maybe give like some, you know, things that happened at that cipher. And so that's what we're getting to with this, man. So, and shout out to the homie Cloak, man, in the motherfucking comments. He said, shout out to the cipher, salute to the cipher. So yeah, let's do this. I think we selected volume 8, right?
I did.
Okay. So we're going to check out.
We said 22.
We said
6.
Okay.
That's what you got?
The 26 is.
You said on the bus.
Okay, 26.
All right, bet. So this cipher, for those that's watching, man, they probably remember this cipher. This one, shout out to Medina from the Inglewood Arts Gallery, man, for hooking us up with a whole fucking bus to do this cipher on. And we had some interesting stories about the beginning of that, but we're not gonna go there. But it was a dope.
No. Go there. You gotta go there.
Yeah,
this is all about the ChiCity Cypher.
You think it's interesting enough?
Fuck yeah, why not?
It's history.
Yeah.
So I'm driving, trying to get to the cipher. I'm about 6-7 minutes away off the GPS. This is on the east side, almost like southeast, like south side of Chicago. I get a phone call from
just don't say no names.
Okay. I get a phone call from somebody on my team.
Right.
And he says, "Hey," I said, "What's up, bro?" He goes, "Where are you at?" I said, "I'm like 6-7 minutes away." He said, "Well, I got a gun to my face."
Oh shit.
And I said, "Who's got a gun to your face?" And he said, "These people on the house, on the address you gave me, there's some people over here." And I walked into their yard and they've now got a gun to my face. So I tell him, "Put me on the phone with the guy that's got the gun to your face." Gives the guy the phone. He goes, "Hello." I go, "Look, bro, we're with Medina from the Inglewood Arts Gallery. We're filming a cipher there." That's
hold up. The guy with the gun answered the call.
He took the call.
That's odd.
He took the call while he's got this gun.
Got the gun and he's like,
and he's holding
hello?
on. Yeah.
Mama?
Is that you?
Is that mama?
Gun
down, baby.
I said, "Look, bro, man, we're good, man. That guy's on my team, man. Look, we're gonna film there that day, whatever." And so he ends up putting the gun down, gives the phone back to my team member, and I say, "Are you good now?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm good now." I pull up. We had a discussion with the guys who were there. We worked everything out. And oddly enough, one of those guys that was part of that ended up on the ChiCity Cypher.
Nice.
Not gonna say
Really
no names.
nice.
I'll leave that out.
Shout out to ChiCity
Up for
Cypher
you guys to
putting the
wonder.
guns down.
Exactly.
Put the guns away. Put the guns away. That's it. We had
Pick a pen up, write a song.
So we got there, man. We set up. It was kind of crazy setting up the cameras for this because normally we're in a bigger space and we've got a lot of people. So we had to figure out
how to work the bus,
how we were gonna film with just a bus space, you know.
Yeah.
So we got the cameras hung, we got the mics hung, we got everything set up right, and it turned out to what y'all gonna see right now. This is volume 26 of the ChiCity Cypher. Y'all could go on.
I put it in earlier, but you had to hear that story.
Yeah, y'all could check this out. That was something interesting. And I said that I would say things about the ciphers without giving too much because there's been maybe like one similar thing, but real on a smaller level than that that's happened. So when we get to those ciphers, we'll talk about it. Back into the comments, man. Shout out to my homie Droopy Espinoza. Much love from Florida. Dope to see something positive in the city. You already know that's my brother, man. I grew up with him. He over there in Florida now. And shout out to the homie Debo also in the comments. Yo, what's up, fam? Let's get up. We still got that track to finish. So yeah, man, this cipher was hard to film, but it just somehow worked out. The team that was with us that day, amazing, man. Shout out to Noodles, the audio engineer, who was able to really capture that on that bus without. And I said to him, Noodles, I don't want you to show don't show the microphone in the shot. So he figured. So go look that up. GizzoProductions on YouTube, volume ChiCity Cypher, volume 26. And you can also.
We're about to get into it
right now. We're about to get into it right now, but I'm just letting them know where to find it. But let's get into it. Volume 26, ChiCity Cypher, man.
What about Greg James?
He said so.
Yeah, Cloak said that's a very dope moment. Shout out to Debo. He said you did. Yeah, man, that was a dope moment. We still had a cipher. We were able to stop the bullshit and yeah, let's get it, man. Check out the energy on this bus though. Yeah, let's get it, man.
Even in the darkness, I shine like the light. Way back before I started, I had to read and write with my third eye vision sight. My words fly high like a kite or a drone. When I'm on the microphone, yeah, I get in my zone. Got a problem with that, better leave me alone. I'm from a city where they made clones and eat the melanin of our bones. And GPS trackers on the phones. I'm telling you the truth, your ice cream cone. Your voice is too loud, you better watch your tone. ET already phoned home cause he missed the bus. Alpha Swisher, a white out, a better Dutch. Watch the power of touch as I light the torch. I ain't up to much as I sit on the porch. I bring the heat, caliente, prepare for the scorch. Queen Zenobia, if I wine, or better a Porsche.
Hey, shout out to Queen Z. Check her out with the merch though. Hold on before you take that screen off. Check her out with the ChiCity Cypher shirt. She was matching with all the accessories. Y'all know how Queen Zenobia gets down, man. Give it up for Queen Zenobia saucing up that fucking cipher.
I hope it wasn't after Labor Day. You're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day.
She was fresh, man. I don't know. Stop being the devil's advocate in this.
I wear white any day.
I
wear white all year round.
I'm just running my mouth, man.
But yeah, man. You know what? Let's we'll come back to that. But you know what? We were talking off camera because we were listening to it, and you have some Spanish bars. Can you repeat those?
Give us a taste.
Let's get it.
Piquito.
I don't remember what I said, but something I bring the heat, caliente, prepare for the scorch, Queen Zenobia, if I wine, a better, of course. That's it, man. I know a little bit of Spanish.
Dope. And the funny part about that story is that Noodles also wrote in some Spanish into his shit, and I was trying to write in some
Spanish in your verse?
No, not Spanish.
We're not playing
some
verse.
Tagalog. Some Tagalog.
What are we talking about?
We're not playing your verse.
No, we don't need to. But we're gonna put some Tagalog. I was gonna write some Tagalog in it because Noodles is he's Filipino, so he's Filipino. So he was trying to give me like 1 or 2 bars, and I was trying to do that, but it didn't happen anyway. But check out the whole cipher, man. You already know GizzoProductions. Go on YouTube or just type in the search bar ChiCity Cypher episode volume 26.
26. But there's more than that though. There's lots.
Y'all could check out all the ciphers. Man, we've got 1 through 34 on there right now. 35 and 36
and
are gonna come out.
She's been on how many?
She's been on 7 of them.
I'm talking to her, bro.
All right,
I've been on 8. It's a lost
8.
one. And
let's talk about that. Let's talk about the lost one.
I mean, I wouldn't know.
Right. No, he's saying it's lost, but it's somewhere. It's archived.
It happened during a period where I don't know, it was like a fundraiser, there's a lot going on. I can't even remember who was fundraising. I remember the people who were there, but all I know is it left. It died. He went with I don't even know. I think
I'll make sure he finds it.
You know what you want? You know what I think he detected? Like a fairy came and took it.
Like the tooth fairy, the rat fairy.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna hook it up, and then you know what? Oh, never returned with it.
Right.
That's what I think.
Well, we were gonna make sure it's found. I will help expedite that.
But I think you're on the most important one because you know what? It only lives in your heart.
Oh,
God
damn.
There you go. That was good.
Shout out to living in the heart.
What's up, man? Shout out to the homie Main Co in the building. He says, Jizzo, what's good, bro? What's good, fam? Thanks for tuning in to the ChiCity Cypher podcast. We didn't get to do it at the beginning.
No,
we said,
tell him everything.
Go ahead with the right intro.
It's the show.
Outro,
we weren't on point. I said, this is the ChiCity Cypher, and you were supposed to go, whoa.
No.
All right, let's redo it real quick.
Right, let's go.
ChiCity.
No. This ain't that.
So he's supposed to say, I'm supposed to say ChiCity Cypher, and then you go, and then I say this ain't the cipher, this is the podcast.
If I do it your way, it's like this. No.
We'll get it right. Maybe this could be a thing between us where we never get it right. We'll never. Let's like purposely not get it right.
Very hilarious.
Yeah, maybe I'll say we're cooking the grease now.
How about it? ChiCity Cypher, y'all ready to go? Yeah.
That's your boy Gizzo in the building.
We're gonna get it.
All right, we got Gizzo in the building. We got Heat Detector with, I guess,
she's doing it better than you.
She is. She's
we up in here in the ChiCity Cypher Podcast 3.
There you go.
So
I have a question for you before I don't mean to cut you.
Go ahead.
Question.
Yeah.
It's kind of a 2-part question. What does it feel like to be the person that's been on there the most? That's part 1. And part 2 is, why do you think you were on there so many times?
I've built a family in this culture, and I'm dope with it. And I like dope stuff. And I think that I gravitate and build with people who are moving forward in the industry and things like that. Like here in Chicago, when I travel, they always be like, what is wrong with Chicago music? We don't support our artists.
Right.
But this is a venue where we do support our artists right here. ChiCity Cypher supports their artists.
I can tell you what he told me off camera.
Okay.
He said that usually when somebody pulls out, he calls you.
Yeah.
She's like,
Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding.
It's always he does this to all of our guests. Queen Zenobia, so don't.
It's only the 3rd time.
But I heard, look, man.
3rd time's a charm.
I heard somebody on the internet talking about fuck Chicago hip hop. There's a bunch of gatekeepers. The shit is all clicked up. Blah, 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 bullshit. Because us that know, it's not like that. ChiCity Cypher is not like that. This is a place where you Sub T's not like that. It's a place where you could come and you could be part of something. You could spit your bars. Ain't no judgment. Ain't no bullshit. Ain't no nasty stares over here. It's a positive. It's a positive energy. So it's kind of just crazy to see that, or it sucks that people feel that way. And I think that's why ChiCity Cypher is here, to be able to do that, man. And I've had a lot of people that have never performed that will literally be around the corner before we're filming having anxiety attacks because
Absolutely.
they're
BB
scared.
did, BB
Right.
did.
It's not easy. We've talked about this on other episodes. You're there, you're in front of a crowd. How about this, Zenobia? You've been on the site for a
Hey,
bunch of
that's
times.
what the thing
Tell
is.
them what it feels like to be
But he keeps forgetting.
How
Z,
about
tell them what
this?
it feels like to be in the middle of that. Tell them what it feels like to
For
be
a
in that.
brand new MC who has never been in front of the camera or performed in front of a stage, they're highly anxiety. There's a lot of practicing going on. We show up maybe about an hour and a half to 2 hours before the filming starts. So we all sharing our verses. It comes to a point where I've seen an MC, even being me, then practice it perfectly up until the point. The next thing you know, they hit record and they'll be like, I stutter up a couple words or what have you, or I'm too excited or what have you. That's some of my setbacks. But I've watched other MCs just go through. I've seen some of them overcome it too. Like, like they either close their eyes and don't look at everybody and just get the bars out, or try to turn sideways, not look at the camera, all of that. Whatever they got to do to get the bars out, I appreciate them for that.
When you do shows, like when you do ciphers,
I've seen people walk out and leave too.
Do you encourage others to like get the
do.
butterflies out and tell them it's going to be all right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you could do it. You know what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, most definitely have to
absolutely.
start somewhere. Where did you start? Like, okay, we already know you've been in ChiCity Cypher like 8 gazillion
like
times.
My first few open mics back in the day, like when I started out, would be like Literary Explosion down there with Tina Howe and Mario, the Ebony Room, the Cotton Club, oh my god, I was just thinking about all these old open mics. I used to hit all of these open mics, all of them.
You ever had any beefs?
I mean, I'm Queen Zenobia. I don't really have beefs. But there might be some people who have beef.
Like she said, man, I'm Queen Zenobia.
Right.
Ain't nobody beefing over here.
I mean, I don't really have beefs, I try to keep it peaceful and all of that. I mean, most of the time, I didn't really like squad and crew up till I got grown. So it was like maybe after 21 and I was finally like, oh, I'm in like 3 hip hop crews now. Oh, wow.
But I think like most of our circles like that, like ain't no beefs. I mean, I don't know nobody that's fucking fighting. I mean, it might be some people don't like each other or whatever, but I don't think it's that.
I'm a vegetarian, but I know about some beef.
So Greg James says what?
Oh shit.
Greg James says what? Or shout out to the homie Cloak. That's Greg James on YouTube. He says what? There's no gatekeepers in our scene in the culture, but unfortunately, that's how motherfuckers feel. Some people feel like that. Some artists because they're dealing with that shit.
Have you encountered any gatekeeping? In your
like
career,
when you say gatekeeping, what do you mean?
People they'll like kind of let you get this far, but not to that.
They're not putting you on shows.
That's why it's taking me a while to get the rest of this music out. But now I'm on the road. But back in the day, that's what took me so long. So yes, definitely, I have experienced that. And then also being a woman in the industry, it's very hard to work with a male and who has other ulterior motives other than music and the business. And I wanted to say that this helped slow me down some in my career.
Are you talking about?
Well, go ahead.
I'm just saying, I'm easy.
I didn't say you were.
Well, you said males.
We started talking about gatekeeping, and I started talking about the other side of it too.
Yeah, I know that's like a big problem within the industry, and especially with female MCs. And obviously, if you're talking about what I think you're talking about, which is somebody coming at you as far as like, doing the whatever grown folk stuff. That I know that's a problem within the industry, within producers, maybe DJs even, and maybe even people who run shows and stuff like that, promoters and things.
You see those flyers that always got the same artist.
That's basically some gatekeeping too. If you
it really
think
is.
About it.
Yeah.
I wanna take a quick second, man, to remember those that are no longer here, man, and also 2 ChiCity Cypher MCs from different volumes that have now passed on, man. So I just want to take a second to shout out to rest in peace Henny B and rest in peace to Epidemic, man. ChiCity Cypher MCs, much love to y'all, man. Rest in peace. You always got to remember like where you came from and like who's been there. Some of these guys from the beginning.
Epidemic beat me.
Hey, see, she ain't want the smoke. But we're gonna keep like doing. I think like even with the podcast and with the ciphers, we're just evolving as it goes. You're watching, you're watching how we're doing stuff with the team and how we're doing this here because it's happening here in your studio. And I'm just really looking forward to be bringing everybody that stays tuned in with us, man. The new, the new product, man. The new ciphers, the new you know, everything that we got going on. This year is gonna be packed with crazy beats from Heat Detector and the ciphers. Y'all hit up Heat Detector for the beats. You know,
Oh yeah,
it's like me rapping.
yeah, you know what? But y'all gonna after y'all hear the next couple ciphers that's coming up, then y'all gonna know. But Z, where would you? I've asked this question, man. Shout out to the first two guests that we had, man. Shout out to the homie D Skiles, who was on our first episode, and the homie Magneto, who was on the second episode. Really,
them both, they're my brothers.
Really good. Those are our brothers, man. You know, and those were really good interviews. And I asked them the same question. What do you envision for like the future of the ChiCity Cypher?
We taking it on the road. Yeah,
definitely.
That happened. That question, that answer has been already.
Yeah, we taking it.
I'm not gonna.
In other words, we're coming to a city near you.
Yeah,
that's basically how I see it.
So,
to the next town. You know, futuristically, internationally. You know, we'll start here first, but it's a larger market out of internationally as well. So that's what I see.
With your experiences, I'm new to ChiCity Cypher. When I say I'm new, I'm just new as far as part of the team. I was very well aware of them beforehand. What would you say the feeling you get like after being, you know, in the ciphers and after? Like, do you feel like, oh shit, this is family, these are my people, this is some shit I fuck with, this is everything, this is besides your own, you know, career and what you're doing and everything like that? How does that feel?
I mean, I feel excited and overwhelmed, and also blessed with the opportunity to have another venue, something that a stream for people to come and see my talent and then the other MC's talents as well, especially the host, you know, this guy. So he the only one that's been on all of them now. I gotta catch up with this guy over here, Gizzo. So,
I knew you were gonna say something too.
Even with him, like
hit you with the fly gun.
Each different one is a challenge as well. You know,
it's a challenge to get him to not show his verse. That's a challenge. It's like, because before you got here, it's like, okay, you got me queued up.
Right
in the thing, because I need my verse needs to go then her.
But after I leave, like
Heat Detector disc coming soon.
I made a new friend, a new contact, got a new show, something like that, basically. Right. So something's always bound to happen after each ChiCity Cypher.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
We did it in the first two episodes, and we're gonna keep it going, man. You're gonna see different team members coming up and really dropping something, because we also want to pay homage to, like we said, man, to those who were here before us, who no longer here, and hip hop history and things that happen in our culture. This year's 50 years of hip hop, man. And, you know, whatever that means to you in whatever aspect. I know that's a whole nother show. We could talk about what the 50 years of hip hop is, you know, and, but we, you know, so the segment is hip hop history. And today Heat Detector is going to go ahead and give y'all some gems, man. So go ahead and hit him with some knowledge, bro.
Okay. On this day, July 2nd, 1996, Nas drops his second album, It Was Written. And this day also, July 2nd, my bad. 1991, Slick Rick drops The Ruler Is Back. It's two very significant albums. I think one because like Slick Rick was fucking locked up at that point. The Ruler's Back. I think he was locked up.
The dry hand when he was locked up. Yep.
And also too, Nas getting over the sophomore jinx with It Was Written, because he dropped another classic on us. And you know, with a new artist, especially somebody that got as big as Nas did right away, and it being called a classic right away, that the sophomore jinx was just really just like hovering over his head. Like, you know, the pressure, I can't even imagine the pressure that must have been to write that album and to have that album, you know, right after, you know what I'm saying, the first album.
Yeah.
That the pressure on that must have been enormous. But, you know, obviously he dropped two gems on us, you know. And with that being said, that is hip hop history for the moment.
I was only
maybe we could discuss it.
I'm only 25, so I don't really know too much about these things. I was young, you know.
Whoa. You're telling me you don't know shit about Nas and about
Jesus Christ, you killed my joke. I said I said I'm 25. I don't know anything about this. I'm clearly not 25.
You're
Okay.
not.
Yeah, I was like, what
Yeah,
the
yeah. What
birds
the
are
fuck is
flying?
going on here?
But that was dope, man. I think he
Yeah.
dropped 2 significant albums that dropped on this day, and yeah, like I mean, for me, more like I was born in 84, so in 91 I was like 6, so I wouldn't say I was like 2. Now I know some of those songs on that, you know, on the ruler, but for like the it was written, you know, like around that time I started ordering CDs. You remember the little that paper that used to come out that had the little
One
CDs
penny,
on it,
the
and you
one
would
penny.
tick it and stick it onto the thing.
Yeah,
That's really how I got my first dose of hip hop. My dad showed up and he was doing some shit with the paper where he was sending it to, we won't talk about that, but we were getting CDs.
Right.
He said here. I said, well, how many can I pick? Because you know it was broken down into genres, so it's like rock, country, but the hip hop one only had so many albums, and I'm like, all right, how many can I get? He's like, as many as you want. So I did multiples, and then that's how I got my first dose of, you know, Ready to Die, you know, the Dog Pound album, and
Right.
and everything. So yeah, I was more on like getting my Nas.
That was like by the box then when the box was out. You know,
Yeah.
This is DJ Easy. I'm not gonna.
Oh my god.
Right,
This
the
guy.
box was before MTV. rap,
But
all
yeah,
that.
so
All of that.
Go ahead.
oh yeah, shout out to Cloak, man. He said he also said, word, rest in peace to our lost ones, for sure. He said, I definitely want to take the Cypher on the road with me, man. So speaking on what y'all were saying, yeah, man, I think we should. We've definitely been asked to go to other people's cities and film their MCs.
Right.
We got to figure out how we're going to do it, where we're going to come with some Chicago MCs and take them over there. Because if I go to Miami and just film Miami MCs, it's not ChiCity Cypher anymore.
Most
It's
definitely not.
you know,
Exactly.
it's Miami Cypher.
It'll be
But
ChiCity Cypher World Tour.
yeah, but we're gonna get that done, man.
What's the history? July 2nd, ChiCity Cypher. Don't tell me you don't know.
The history of July 2nd on for ChiCity Cypher.
Yeah.
You know what? We've dropped so many ciphers that I can almost guarantee you that we've dropped at least 2 ciphers, 3 ciphers in a July in our history.
Right.
Back when we were first filming, man, we used to do ciphers every like 4 weeks. At first, me and Loke were just setting them shits up, like getting the list going straight through Facebook, building the list, having
Shout
the
out
MCs.
Loke.
Shout out to Loke. Shout out to all the
Loke,
team members,
Loke.
man. Shout out to Noodles. Shout out to DJs Vito. Shout out DJ Jules. I hope I'm not forgetting nobody. Shout out Fatal. Shout out Heat Detector, because he always says we forget him and
I can't
shit.
believe you just said my name
Can you
right now.
believe that I remembered you?
Detector.
And shout out Queen Zenobia.
Shout out Queen Zenobia for being in the building. Z, we almost about to wrap up the show, but I want you to tell the people, man, whatever it is that you got coming up, things we didn't talk about.
Me?
No, Queensy.
We'll get to you.
Okay,
Jesus.
yeah.
I got my next show, guys. It's gonna be July 8th. It's gonna be at 1920 West 115th Street. It's an open mic from 7 to 11. I'm the co-host with a brother named Akron. He has a non-for-profit serving the people. He gives free clothes and shoes to kids. I got a next show after that, July 22nd, in combination with the dance project. I will be rapping and the youth will be dancing. This project is called Pandemonium. It's going to be at 2153 West 111th Street. And that tickets for that, I won't tell the numbers, but basically, Pandemonium, look it up, holla at your girl. Those my dates. Oh, I got an open mic at my house, July 26th from 6 to 9. You DM me for the address. That's a fundraiser for the Uhuru movement. I believe that even, if you're not black people can still get black power in their lifetime. So that's what that's about. And the last thing is I'm going out of town to St. Louis to an African marketplace that's hosted by the Uhuru movement. And if you don't read, you should read. And this, sorry guys, is the oldest black power paper in print. It's called the Burning Spear newspaper. You can go to theburningspear.com to get a copy of that. And that is just about all I got to say right now. I just celebrated my birthday last Friday, and I'm willing to celebrate many more. Y'all can celebrate with me for the rest of the summer.
The rest of the 40 days, 44 more days.
Yeah, I'm doing 40 days. That's right.
40 days to 40 nights, like Alibaba
Exactly.
and the 40 Thieves.
Exactly.
One thing that I said that we were going to do a little bit different, because we've been talking in the group and trying to build the show up the right way. We're going to go ahead right now. You got some beats on deck?
I don't know.
That's not the answer we were
He
looking for.
does
From Heat
have beats on
Detector
deck.
with 100,000 beats
I
on
don't-
deck.
What do you
well, see,
got?
the
He
problem
got
is
so many
I
beats.
got beats, but I don't know if it's gonna play. You got somebody in the comments. Let us know
If
it's
it don't play,
playing.
y'all just get acapellas then.
Right? Yeah, you're just gonna get an acapella.
Are we gonna hear it?
Oh yeah, we'll hear
Okay.
it, but we ain't gonna hear it extra. loud.
So we're just gonna do some bars, man, to go ahead and end out the show. It's right, man. It's ChiCity Cypher Podcast. We'll have to hit y'all. Queen Zenobia in the building. Your boy Gizzo, the homie Heat Detector. You already know what it is, man. Okay. If y'all can hear, if y'all listening and can hear the beat, let us know if y'all can hear the beat. Yo, go ahead. Don't yo twice and not rap. Go.
Yeah.
I really thought he was rapping.
Yeah. Check it out. Check it. I don't think the beat's playing though. Oh
And
no,
the
I
witness-
gotta turn it up. I think.
Okay.
So somebody's gotta go, man.
Okay, fuck
All
it.
right.
Let us know if you
Go
can hear
ahead,
the
Z.
beat.
You are a special guest. Do your thing.
In the Windy City, I shine like a wait, hold up.
Okay,
Here we go.
okay. Let's go.
In the Windy City, wear a scarf for a shawl. Yeah, you know I'm down by law. On the mic, I crawl. Fuck with my crew, we ready to brawl. Freedom fighters like Mamiya Abu Jamal. Free 'em all is the call. I ain't stutter, nor did I stall. I stand tall like the Fred Hampton mural wall. Y'all on the west side, I grab the mic with pride. Along Lakeshore Drive, I push the operation to the elbow room shaking. Peace, having fun with the Zulu Nation. Real hip hop music is what I'm making. No hating, no faking. Commercial MCs, I roast like jalapeno bacon. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah, my name ain't Kid. I definitely ain't playing. Graffiti cans, I'm spraying. True hip hop with no delaying. I reserve the right, Mike, right. I reserve the right. Yeah, I reserve the right to rip this mic tonight. Queen Zenobia, my intellect be bright. Navy Pier skyline in sight. Jizzo, you with me? All right.
Shout out to everybody that fucking straight tuned in. You know, if you not watching this show, you not gonna win. Shout out to all the homies in the comments dropping comments. Shout out to Cloak in the building. You know we building, we doing this rap shit. You know what it is. We never gonna scrap it. Non-stop ciphers, non-stop podcasts, non-stop MCs with fucking bars. We spitting this shit. Go ahead and pass the mic. I want you to get it. Let's go. We freestyling. We fucking around. Let's go.
Okay. Let me see what I got. I say things sometimes off the dome. I sit back and relax because that's daddy's home. I do it with the chrome on top. I'm just the guy that talks a lot, non-stop. It's real. I'm from here and there. I'm from every far away. Excuse me, I slurred my words, but I ain't drinking no more, so I just hit them on the curb. A lot of motherfuckers talk a lot of shit, but they ain't down with the Cypress. That means they ain't shit. If you really want to talk, go ahead, grab the mic and let me see if you can spit that shit on any given night. From 606 to sub T's, I fuck with these. Don't get put on a T shirt for real. I do this work. I do the shit right now, and I put your ass in the dirt. I'm not gonna do it like that.
Hey, yo.
Stop the violence and maybe even stop my rap right there. No, I don't be rapping though.
Yo, we building up the ciphers like it was a skyscraper. Chicago hip hop, man, it never was about the paper. And dating bras that look as fine as annihilating, but ugly bars is the reason that they really hating. They want to kill me, put my head on the stake. We doing interviews and ciphers, get the fuck out our way. Yeah, you know we slay every time we rap. You gotta get with ChiCity Cypher cause we back. We never left. Hat to the left or hat to the right. Make sure that we get you in sight. Nothing but MCs with beats we be rapping. You talking about you rap, you just capping. So go ahead and get on the next cipher that we drop. Hit us up on Facebook and get up on the list. Don't be a bitch. Just go ahead and rap. Bring your lyrics to the place where it's at. So shout out to Queen and shout out to Heat. And next week we're gonna do this shit on repeat.
Yo.
So we're gonna tune out, man. You want to hit him with one more, Z?
I guess so.
Go ahead, hit him with some
Might
shit.
as
Queasy
well.
great, like Tiger to Tony. Yeah, it's time for Megan to ride a little pony. I'm the real deal. Don't know why you so phony. So many friends and family, I could never be lonely. House so named just like the brand Sony. Cool, stacked like a ice cream coney. Chill out, cause nah, you can't get up on me. I'm a clown just like with me and my homies from the south side near the island of Stony. Hyde Park daughter, my mom's one and only. Rejuvenate from the juice of the noni. Got mad hip hop love, just like MC Money. I'm tweaking like ET. Yo, where's my phony? Breath on the window, but no, I'm not horny. Describe me as a queen, thick with it, I'm not bony. I woke up, realized I was here, and I was on it. Thought it was night, I realized that it was morning. Is that the reason why I'm here glowing? All eyes, all ears, I see, all knowing. ChiCity Cypher flowing.
You already know, man. Tune in, go follow Queen Zenobia on all social media.
Queen Zenobia, Chicago.
Check out all the
That was
ciphers.
acapella, man. I don't know what happened. I'll have it fixed up next time.
It's all good. If it was acapella, man, we were rapping or something. Shit, we're just freestyling, fucking around. We wanted to give y'all some bars, but y'all could look forward to that on every show, man. The different MCs that we got in the building, different members of the team. We'll be spitting bars, man, and having a little cipher at the end of the podcast just to give y'all what y'all, you know what I'm saying? In between ciphers and everything, y'all could tune in every Sunday, 7 o'clock. You already know. Follow Queen Zenobia. Follow Heat Detector.
Yeah.
Follow your boy Gizzo. Go on ChiCity Cypher, Instagram and Facebook. Make sure that you follow. Go on to YouTube. Follow all of our shit. Follow all of us, all of our shit. Shout out to all the team members that not in the building today, man. But we'll have some of them in the building next week. But it's all love, man.
Is it?
Yeah, it's all love. Let's go. Is it?
Is it?
Why are you always the devil's
I'm just
advocate?
saying, I'm just
You
making
always
sure.
end the stream. End the stream. Next week, tune in. I'm getting at his ass for that.
Episode 4 next week.
Really?
I'm getting at you next episode.
Uh-oh, watch out now.
Deuces.
All right, peace.